Our heroes did battle, didn't they?
Oh, did they ever?
On the internet.
On the internet.
Where the best battles happen.
On Twitter and Reddit, the two most important platforms in my life.
They consume, like, vast hours of my day.
Oh, yeah. Especially at work. Like, I feel like for years I would read Reddit, and everybody would be like, I'm doing at work. And the entire time I was like, shouldn't you have something better to do? And then I started like a job, and I'm like, nope.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think I'd get through a workday without Reddit or Twitter.
Oh, jeez. I don't know the last time I haven't checked either of those.
Yeah. So that's where we decided that would be the fairest way to settle our Marvel Fantasy Draft that we're talking about that we did last episode. And, Noah, what were the results of those? Mostly the Twitter poll.
Okay, well, first, let's get into this. And I'm gonna prove why I won. So,
okay.
On Twitter, you barely beat me.
That's not true at all.
Alright. Well, barely is a subjective word. You beat me, technically, on Twitter. Bring up the stats. What do we got on Twitter?
Pulling it up now. So, there were 14 votes. I got 64%. You got 36. It's basically unanimous.
Yeah, well, that's debatable. I don't know. It was honestly a flip of a coin. Like, if you flip a coin 100 times, 64% of the time, it's supposed to land on tails. That's science.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, you should educate yourself. But if you go to Reddit, almost every single person was like, yes, Eric is dumb, Noah won.
They didn't say I was dumb.
They may as well.
I feel like, because with Reddit, continue. Continue okay. with your lousy excuses.
Can I read off a few of the comments?
Yeah, and then I'll disprove them.
The top comment is, maybe I'm wrong, but Thor and Hulk, the two people on Noah's team, could beat Team A by themselves.
And he is wrong. Wait, okay, so here's the thing. The people on Reddit weren't considering, I feel like, Infinity Wars enough. Because I feel like they were very overrating Hulk. Because there's a chance we know that he just might not show up.
Okay, let's read the next comment.
Okay.
Thor at his current power, assuming Infinity War when he got his axe, Thor at his current power could probably solo Team A. Giving him guys like Iron Man, a late round pick, and Hulk is overkill. Strange and Wong can pretty much neutralize the most dangerous members by teleporting them somewhere. If Strange has the time stone, which he does, good luck to Team A.
He doesn't have the time stone.
Oh, he doesn't? Well, it's still good luck
even
to
if he
Team A.
did, but yeah.
Okay, all I'm saying is,
but yeah.
I think the reason you won on Twitter is because people want to see me lose that know me. However, Reddit is where the unbiased people are.
Yeah, but I feel like they conjectured, like they assumed he had the time stone. They didn't discount the fact that Hulk just disappeared for an entire film. Thor's so cool. I wanted him so bad.
That's the only person I wanted. I would have traded my entire draft selections for the number 1 overall pick. I would have screwed over the future of my franchise.
Also, there was a loyal listener. Oh yeah, wasn't it your brother who gave us the shirts?
Yes.
Yeah, he was wondering why I picked Captain America. He didn't like that pick. But I don't know where else I could have went. I guess I could have went Black Panther. But like, if you're thinking about it, I have to either go all in on Iron Man or Captain America at that point, right? Because you took Thor, who's the best, so I have to settle for the next thing.
Gotta hope great leadership will lead you to victory.
That was kind of where I had to come from. And I clearly was not very high on Hulk going in, so I guess you could have picked Hulk.
You could pick who?
Hulk.
Yeah, I think that might have been my number 2 pick. Cause he also got the brains too. But
he has the brains when he's not Hulk, though.
Thor's LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially. So if And if you're gonna get half of the good players, if you take half of the best players and put them on LeBron's team, and then the other half of the players, LeBron's team's gonna win every time.
Right. Well, so I was thinking that your team was more like the Oklahoma City Thunder, and my team was more like the Jazz. You know.
Well, okay. Which one of my characters? Hold on. First of all, do you have a Donovan Mitchell? Because you don't.
Maybe Black Panther.
All right. Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe.
I don't know.
So, he's like
maybe
new
Vision.
On
more like Vision. Would be
okay.
Like Donovan Mitchell type.
Which aging superstars do I have? Name one aging superstar.
Okay, so let's go through this. So your Russ would be Thor, obviously. And then, I mean, Melo could be Hulk, because he just didn't show up at times, and Hulk does that too. And then...
I like the way this is going.
And then Paul George would be like... I mean, Iron Man's probably... Maybe Iron Man's your third best hero?
He kind of of everything. He's a complete player.
Yeah.
God damn. Actually, but Steven Adams makes sense for Hulk, too, because he's
just big and
hit stuff.
I don't know. So I think the conclusion is I won.
Okay, well...
And I'll be gracious in victory.
Oh, well, that's better than what I'd be, so...
Alright, this is episode 36, moving away from that. This is an episode that will be about memes. Some of our favorite things, particularly being big into Reddit and Twitter.
It honestly rules my life.
Yeah. And so, if you haven't already, make sure to follow us on Twitter. It's at DBuddiesPod. Make sure that you subscribe and rate us on iTunes with a minimum rating of 5 stars. One day we'll eventually update the YouTube page. And I have a new laptop, which I don't know if I talked about this on the show, but it was also part of the reason no, I don't think it was part of the reason, but it might have been part of the reason why we had the technical difficulties in the Noah Only show.
Technical difficulties? More like technical geniuses. Am I right?
No.
No, jeez. Yeah, I don't. We can edit that one out.
Nah, we could. Yeah, so I have a new laptop, so I might have the computing power to actually make the videos now, whereas before it took like 20 minutes to do one, which is a long time. And anything else I'm forgetting? We have a Facebook page, you can like that.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah. Alright, anything else before we dive in?
Let's do this.
Okay. The meme show. So what we've done is we've created a series of awards that we're going to award memes throughout the years. It's for memes all time, not just this year.
I will admit though, at least my list is very like present biased. Mm-hmm. In like 2016, 2017, 2018 are the years where my brain's at. You know?
Yeah.
Because there's just so many, you forget a ton.
We get better at memes every year, so it is hard.
We do. It's an evolution at its finest. It's like technology. Do you want to go back to 1999? No.
No, you wouldn't.
Or 2015? No.
Yeah, exactly. You seem so emphatic by that.
Because it's like, I think because a lot of people are going to have nostalgic for some of the really old ones. But they're not better, guys. It's just your feelings getting in the way.
Yeah, your feelings getting in the way of what's right and wrong.
Yeah.
Well, it's black and white here, people.
Fuck your feelings. There's no place for them.
I was ruthless making this list. I was throwing shit out left and right. Fuck Grumpy Cat is what I'm saying.
Fuck Grumpy Cat. It's not very good. Welcome to fuck. Welcome to Drinking Buddies Pod.
Were you about to call us a different podcast? That's an all-timer.
I was about to call us Pod Save America, but I haven't listened to that show in months.
Me either.
Oh,
I
man.
listened to like 20 minutes of one episode the other day.
It
got cheesy, kinda.
It kinda did, and then, like, their personalities are really good, but, like, their episodes are so long.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't put out, yeah.
If they're 30 or 40 minutes, I think I would do that. It would be fantastic.
True. Yeah. Couldn't agree more. But that's not this show.
That is not this show. We are definitely Jerky Buddies podcast.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we almost forgot. What are you drinking? Because apparently it's a lot.
Oh, yes, I bought a Miller High Life. I tried to buy a 24-ounce one, but I bought a 32-ounce one.
How did that... So, like, at what point in the process did you realize you were not getting what you asked for and went along with it anyway?
So, I didn't notice it till because I was in a liquor store, and was, like, everything's behind, like, a door, you know? So you tell them what you want. And then I was looking, like, the menu, quote-unquote, like, the board with all the prices and whatnot. So I thought I asked for a 24 one, and then they handed me a 32-ounce one, and it wasn't until I got back to my house that I realized it was bigger, which would make sense, because it's a huge fucking can. I don't know how I wouldn't notice it. Yeah,
it is 12 more ounces you were carrying around.
Yeah, it was heavy on the way back. Like, I remember thinking, why is this so heavy?
Clearly you've gotten a good enough head start to forget.
You know, because it's not going to take me an hour, like, the amount of time for 32 ounces, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a lot of beer.
Exactly.
Well, what are you drinking, Eric?
Well, I did a few swigs of whiskey before the show, which has become my pre-show ritual, thanks to you.
It's a good ritual.
It is a good ritual. But I'm drinking...
Gets you in the mood.
Yeah, it just kind of, it's taking shots do what shots are supposed to do. They kind of...
It's just the tone.
Jolt. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm drinking Modern Times beer.
Nice.
Every single can of Modern Times looks exactly the same. And this one is called Fortunate Islands. Very tropical.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, it's
summertime.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like Coronas. It's all summer when you're drinking it.
Exactly.
Something.
Find your beach.
Well, that was that one.
Yeah, it's always summer when you're drinking. Okay, so we should get into some of these. Where do you want to start?
I want to start by reading the definition of a meme.
Oh, yes, let's educate.
Yeah, because when I was going to, that was my first thought. I was like, what the fuck is a meme? I thought it was kind of just an internet joke, which it kind of is. So the definition is a humorous image, video, piece of text, etc., that is copied, often with slight variations, and spread rapidly among the internet users.
What was the other definition that you were reading to me before the show, that when you mixed them up?
So the first definition that they gave me, which of course is what I'm going to start reading out loud, is an element of a culture or system of behavior that may be considered to be passed from one, this is when I noticed not the correct definition, individual to another by non-genetic means, especially imitation.
I mean, that's kind of what a meme is, in a way.
In a way, what isn't a meme is the better question.
Yeah, exactly. That's hilarious. I didn't know that. Okay.
All right.
Which one do you want to start with?
Let's do the worst meme.
Okay. This is just your worst meme of all time?
No, I lied. Let's do the most underrated meme.
Okay. We'll do the most underrated meme of all time.
I feel a lot more comfortable about this one.
Okay. So Noah, what is your most underrated meme of all time?
Oh, I'm gonna have to, for a couple of them I have two, but I'm only gonna say one of them because I feel like that's a cop out. I'm gonna go Trump's first order of business, where like he shows us the written document and people Photoshop different written things in. Like the most famous one is cat with a K, like it's spelt wrong.
Yeah.
I think that's hysterical. I think it was one of the best memes in years, but it's not like people. It's often overshadowed by other things.
I don't see it too often. Every once in a while, I'll see it come up on Twitter.
I think it's because it's tough to Photoshop a moving thing in there, you know?
I thought people made templates for that, though.
Yeah, that's true. They probably did.
But, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's a really good meme. A lot of potential there. I'm talking like meme economy, which is a subreddit I've been on a lot lately.
A lot of untapped potential. Been sitting there for years.
Yeah, that's what they like to say. Yeah, no, that's a really good one. The one that wins this award for me is a Futurama meme. It's
fucking classic. Of course it is. Is all of your awards Futurama memes?
I thought about doing that, but no, I didn't do that. It's the one where it's a line Zoidberg says in the show where he's yelling at a musician, and he yells, "Your music is bad, and you should feel bad."
That is a great meme and joke.
I love that meme because you can use it for so many things, you know, like sports. You say your sports team is bad and you should feel bad.
Yeah.
You know, just like that's really the one I think of.
You've made a couple of those memes, haven't you?
I did, yes.
Yeah. No, that is an underrated meme. That's a really good one.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. All right, you want to go to worst next? Because you brought that one up. So what is your worst meme?
Mine is Cash Me Outside.
Yeah.
I never thought it was funny. I thought it was dumb the entire time. I didn't think the video was funny. I didn't think the jokes were funny.
Yeah, we'll get to
and it was so big. Like, for a month, it was just huge.
Mm-hmm. And it died the death it probably deserved.
Oh, absolutely.
Mine, I said crying MJ. I don't know.
What?
Yeah,
What?
Yeah.
Okay, we need another Twitter poll, and the Twitter person gonna be fucking, is Eric dumb? That's ridiculous! You think the MJ crying MJ meme is bad?
I just don't believe that is the funniest image of a person crying.
Okay, that might be true, but it's not the worst meme. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, I agree. I think it was overused for a little bit, but I think it's gotten multiple renaissances in the last couple of years. Whenever it comes back, it's in such just ridiculous ways. It's hysterical.
That's true. It has morphed quite a bit since. I'm thinking of the time when it was like way over. People put it on everything like semi-negative.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Yeah.
And maybe that's what I'm carrying with me.
During its peak, I thought I didn't like it. But I think in the later stages where it's like whenever there's a crazy sports upset, the MJ memes comes back and it's great.
Okay, I see that.
Like during the New England comeback in the Super Bowl, and other ones. I think in the last year or two, after it's gone out of style, I like it, which makes me a hipster, and that's a very common thing for me to do, like when I like stuff.
Yeah, same.
But yeah.
All right. Where do you want to go from here? You want to do weirdest?
Yeah, I agree. Okay. Let's do that.
I'll do mine first because we already talked about it. It's the Cash Me Outside. Yeah, it's weird. I didn't like it that much, so that's where I put it there.
Yeah, no, I can agree more. It is really weird. Okay, so my weirdest is Unexpected John Cena. That's another one that I found funny later. But that's just
that's a good one. I didn't even think of that.
I understand still. Where the fuck did it come from? I don't understand why it's funny. I don't understand why it's a thing, but it's hysterical.
It came from the prank call.
Oh shit! I remember it now.
Yeah. I don't know where they
not as unexpected.
But yeah.
That's true. Oh man, that was a ridiculous prank call.
That's one of the all-time greatest, maybe if not the greatest prank call of all time.
Yeah.
All right, where do you want to go from here?
Most controversial?
Did we have that as a category?
Oh, we did have that as a category.
Okay, well,
I can say mine. I think mine is like the obvious one. So if you want, I'll ramble on for a little bit.
Okay.
So mine is, I'll talk about other ones. I changed it. I'm going to talk about memes I didn't give an award to that I feel like should be mentioned.
Okay.
Meryl Streep yelling meme I think is hysterical. Mm-hmm. it's so good because there's just so many things she's yelling at which I feel like is not something Meryl Streep would yell about. But she's so excited about things that she shouldn't be excited about. I find it hysterical. Thanks Obama's a classic one. Arthur's Fist is super underrated. That was my runner-up for underrated memes. I think that's a GOAT conversation for sure. Evil Kermit. It was a great one.
Mm-hmm.
Me at the beginning of 2016, me at the end, because 2016 was the worst. White guy blinking is up there in GOAT conversation. Kermit, none of my business. Drunk Baby was a super underrated meme.
Did you notice when I noticed this when I was going through it all, that there was a lot of memes that I just had never seen before?
Yes, absolutely.
That was surprised about.
Of course there would be a lot of memes because the internet's fucking gigantic. But it's crazy.
Some call it the World Wide Web. Okay, I got mine.
Alright.
Well,
do you want me to go first?
Or
do you want to?
I'll go first because mine's bad. It's literally just the first thing I thought of that was semi-controversial. But I'll say Tide Pods.
I love Tide Pods!
Yeah, that was really funny. And people got really upset because kids were actually eating Tide Pods.
Oh, kids are so
I had some of my best tweets about Tide Pods, so I think of it fondly.
Well, of course. That's what matters. Tide Pods are so stupid. Oh, kids are stupid. So my most controversial is Harambe. Because like a lot of people on the far left were like upset because they thought it was just funny because it was an African name. I think an actor who's very vocally liberal on Twitter. He's Indian.
Was it Kumail?
Yeah, that guy was upset, and a couple others.
You didn't like Harambe?
No. And it's like, I get, like, you're probably right. Like, if the gorilla was named Brad or Tom or Paul, yeah, I don't think people would find it funny. But, like, it's a joke. This is one of those circumstances, like, I'm just like, just let it be funny. I didn't even like it before that, too. I still don't even like the joke. I don't think it's super funny, but there are a couple.
I think it got funnier later, but then it was, like, kind of overdone, yeah. Kind of like MJ in a way, I guess.
Well, okay. Shut your mouth. Yeah, so that was my most controversial.
Okay. What's the next category? Because I don't know them, apparently.
No. Do we want to go needing to die?
Yeah, sure. I have one for this.
Alright, what's yours?
Mine's fake news.
Yes.
This was gonna be a fuck this thing for me, but then someone who's not me, who has access to our Twitter account, tweeted it as a joke to someone.
Is that someone me?
Yeah, well, there's only 2 people who have access to the Twitter account.
Oh, that's hysterical.
Yeah,
I hate it too. I don't know why I posted that.
Yeah, it's not funny. It's just not funny.
It's not. Well, it was funny when I did it. It's pretty funny when I said it.
Yeah, but then I don't know. I just think it's so dumb. Like, it's just.
I know. I think it's dumb too.
It's like it's like kind of lightening up the joke of it.
Yeah.
The original intent of it's actually like not cool. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think it's just kind of like egging it on.
I think it's partly that, but also it's because their choices of when to use the joke. Like, I think it could be funny if it was used very sparsely.
True. Yeah. It's like anything. It's like people who don't agree with anything use it, and it's like that's the whole point. Don't do that. Yeah,
they're almost themselves what they're making fun of.
Exactly. That's why I hate it so much.
Yeah. Okay, mine needs to die is the expanding brain one.
Oh, really?
I don't get why it's, like, I guess there's been a couple of them I've liked, but I feel like so many people try to politicize it now. Like they'll use like political arguments.
Oh
to
yeah,
use,
well, I don't like
and
those.
it's like they'll politicize. Like there's, I don't know.
These are memes, people.
I know, that's the purest form of humor. I'm perfectly fine with politicizing stuff, but don't touch the memes.
Exactly, it's a sacred ground.
It's sacred. You put it in our sports and in our music and everything else in between, but not the memes. They don't deserve it.
Alright, do you want to go? So what do we have left? We have
Goat.
our greatest meme of all time. We have our longest lasting meme of all time. And we have the Matthew McConaughey Award, which I think we should do last.
I couldn't agree more.
Just
because of the name.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and the suspense. That's a good point. I was about to say it, but not anymore because of the suspense.
Keep people listening for another 5 minutes.
Yeah. I think we should do longest lasting.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'll go first. I'm giving this award to Distracted Boyfriend.
Okay, yeah, me too.
Yeah, the one with the picture of the dude who's walking with his girlfriend and he's checking out another girl. It's so usable in pretty much every situation, and I don't really get tired of it.
Yeah.
It's gotten close, but like not really. Not in ways other memes have, so yeah, I'm gonna give it this award.
Sometimes it's better now than it was.
Yeah, I think it has a long shelf life.
Yeah, and I think it's also like it can incorporate other memes in it. Like there's so often that it will be a meme inside of a meme because of the setup.
Yeah, like when Porgs became a meme, the Star Wars animal, they started putting that in there. Yeah.
Absolutely. No, it's just such a usable... Oh, it's one of my favorites.
Agreed.
It's up there with GOAT. Funny enough, though, my number 2 was Crying MJ. Son of a fucking bitch is Crying MJ. I have it written down. I have it... This is my number 1. This is my number 2.
Wow.
Because it's just so usable. Every once in a while, it's not consistent with it like it is with Distracted Boyfriend. But every once in a while it'll come up and it's hysterical.
Okay, I don't know. I just feel like there's funnier crying images now. Like, I feel like we can move on from it and everyone would be okay.
I think, except from the sports world.
Okay.
But I see what you're saying.
Okay. That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
Alright, we can go to our greatest meme of all time. So, Noah, what is the best meme to ever be memed?
I'm gonna go with Rick Rolling.
Yeah, that's a great one.
And the reason why, I have a reason. So I was on Reddit trying to figure out what the greatest meme of all time. So I typed in to ask Reddit, what is the greatest meme of all time? And I clicked on one a few months ago. And it said this one with a link to it. And it was, I got Rick rolled. It's 2018, I got Rick rolled on Reddit on the top comment. And it was a sign. I had to choose Rick Rolling.
That one will never get old because it's still the ultimate surprise meme. And it's just like, it's gotten to the point where not a lot of people use it as much, so it's funny again. So you can
get God again.
Yeah, exactly. Like before everyone kind of knew, like back in its heyday, because we were in like high school when that was in its heyday.
Yeah. And, like, you knew everything you clicked on was going to be that.
Yeah, it was, like, obvious. They're like, oh, check out this link. You're like, yeah, I'm about to get rickrolled. But now, it's just, you have the element surprise again, and it's really injected life into that.
It has, and I got rickrolled just now, and I was like, oh, shit. That was kind of fun, though.
Exactly.
Memories. Yeah.
So, mine is maybe a surprise. It's not one that's super prevalent, but I've never seen it used poorly. And it's a drill tweet. The guy on Twitter with like the super weird tweets. His name is Wint. His handle's drill. And it's a tweet that goes, food $200, data $150, rent $800, candles $3,600, utility $150, someone who is good at the economy, please help me budget this. My family is dying. And it's just, I've never seen it used poorly. Like, people will change it a little bit, or they'll quote it and like reference other things. Like, it came up a lot when the Republicans passed their tax bill. People started using this as like jokes against that. It's just so good.
That's such a good meme. It's very like, everybody knows it, but I didn't even think of that as being a meme.
Yeah, because it's as your definition goes, it's text, right? It's sacred text.
It is sacred text. As sacred as the Bible.
When does drill become thought of like a comedic visionary?
How
many years before that happens?
Forever. I just started following him, and I don't know if I understand him. And I think you gotta be like kind of brainwashed, and then, but like this tweet you just read was funny, but most of the time I'm just like, what the fuck is happening? I'm just confused.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be some like major documentary about this dude eventually.
I do want to know who is.
It's out there.
Oh, I'm sure I could easily Google it, just like PFT.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was interesting.
But I don't want to know who he is, actually.
Exactly.
It's the mystery. Because PFT was right.
Alright. Now it's time for the moment everyone's been waiting for, which is the Matthew McConaughey Award. You're probably wondering, what is this award?
I forgot, actually.
Is Matthew McConaughey in a meme? Noah's drinking 30 ounces of Miller High Life in the time between we established this award and now, so he doesn't even remember. He doesn't even know what podcast he's on. So, the Matthew McConaughey Awards is the meme which we hated at first, but then grew to love. Much like Matthew McConaughey has in the hearts of most people, I would say.
Absolutely. He's a douche, but you kind of grow to love him. He was a shitty rom-com actor. Then he grew into a serious actor.
Exactly.
I don't know if we need to explain that one, but I did.
Okay. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I can go first.
Okay.
Because I don't think a lot of people will agree with me. I don't know what it's called, but I call it the retarded SpongeBob.
The one where he's shouting?
Yeah. With like the opposite letters, like shouting, lowercase shouting, you know? I didn't find it funny. And then I read one of them, and I thought it was the funniest thing in the world. And since then, I found almost all of them funny.
Yeah, that one actually kind of felt similar to that one too. Like at first, I'm like, what the fuck are people doing? It took me a while to understand the mixed letters, you know?
Yeah. I didn't understand like the what they're trying to give off, like what the goal was, what feeling I was supposed to feel.
Yeah, and then I saw one that made sense, and then I understood the rest. I see what you're saying there. That's a good one.
I felt part of the club.
Exactly. Congrats to Shouting the Meme for winning a Matthew McConaughey award. Very prestigious. Mine is actually one you've talked about already, and not in a positive way. It's Expanding Brain.
I'm disappointed.
I like that. I hated it at first too, and then it was similar. I saw one I understood. I didn't understand it for a really long time, and then I saw one and I understood, and the rest kind of fell in line, I felt like. But I understand, it does get politicized a lot, and I just choose to ignore those.
I respect that. I choose to ignore the NFL's politicized world, so. I think I hate it less than I once did, but I still don't like it.
Yeah, I like it now. Just because it makes fun of people who are just... The whole point is it's making fun of people who, like, overthink things, right?
That's really true. Okay, that's a good point.
So, yeah. So those are the Drinking Buddies Podcast 2018 Meme Awards.
The Drunkies.
The Drunkies.
Like the Dundies, but the Drunkies.
We should do.
Oh, do we have a new segment?
Yeah, we do. We should have a whole Drunkies episode with like guests who pop in and stuff.
Oh, jeez, this is great.
This is is huge, is what it is.
This is huge. You're seeing this in real life, folks. This is what happens. The genius behind the curtain.
The magic, yeah. It's like the Wizard of Oz, except if he was actually the wizard.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited. We need to do this.
So yeah, The Drunkies, an episode coming to you eventually.
Eventually.
Timetable pending.
Oh, that's gonna be great. So is there any other ones you didn't talk about that you want to?
I like the American Chopper one.
American Chopper meme?
The one with the two guys shouting, that's from American Chopper.
Oh, right. I didn't get that. I like... Is that because I didn't watch the show?
No. It's just two dudes yelling at each other.
Okay.
But people typically write it in a way that it wouldn't be things people would yell at each other.
That's true. Okay, I get that. That's a good one. I don't think it's like... I don't know if I remember it. I think White Guy Blinking is an all-timer.
True. Yeah.
The dog one.
What's that one? Doge?
Doge, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The dog one.
Yeah. One does not simply. Which I just learned recently, that's from Lord of the Rings.
What do you think it was from?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I guess I don't know what it's from. I didn't know it was from Lord of the Rings. Low-key, I've never seen Lord of the Rings.
Oh, you should. I've seen the first...
I read it.
Ah, that counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never read any of the books, and I saw most of the first one a few weeks ago.
Most of the first one?
It's a long fucking movie.
Lord of the Rings expert Noah.
I saw the director's cut. It was long.
Oh, yeah, those are long. They're like 4 hours each.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I have like 40 minutes left. It was good, though. I approve.
Well, at least it got the Noah thumbs of approval.
Spoiler alert, I can't believe Gandalf dies in the first one. The man who's talked about, Jesus, you'd think he was the mainstay. He was there for half of the first fucking movie. That's crazy. He's had such a big impact on pop culture.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still shook by that.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a hard blow. Anything else that you can think of?
I don't think so.
The Capitals won. I think they're going to the Stanley Cup.
Heyo. I'm their biggest fan.
Are you?
Because I'm from the DC Baltimore area. Not from, but I'm living there right now.
Yeah. Well, congrats to your people.
They don't give a shit about hockey.
And the Celtics are winning. Yeah, there's a lot of sports going on while we're recording this, so I've been semi-distracted.
Yeah, we're committed to the cause. You know, we record whether we're distracted or not.
Exactly. Doesn't matter, rain, shine, or sports.
We will be here with you.
Exactly. Alright, you want to do a pop, pop, pop?
Sure.
No, yes? Okay. I don't have any.
Have I talked about Santa Clarita Diet before?
That was your last pop, pop. Right?
Yeah. Can we talk about it again?
Yeah.
Such a good fucking show. Everybody should watch it. I think the first 2 seasons of that show are on par with the best 2 seasons of any show.
Any show.
Yes. And like if we're gonna compare Game of Thrones to Breaking Bad, and like in Breaking Bad, that type of show to it, very different type of show. But it was like on par of like just lovable characters, funny, good plot development, good acting. It was just so good. Everybody should watch it.
Alright. Well, tune in next week for him to talk about it for a 3rd straight time.
I need everybody to watch that show.
Oh god. I've been watching a lot of Parks and Rec recently. So I'll say Parks and Rec, which I don't think I've said in a pop standpoint. We talked about it with sitcoms, I think.
Yeah, and I think I might have said it for pop before.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say it.
You should say Santa Clara and tie it.
I haven't seen
Santa
it.
Clarita.
Oh, there's a new show. No, I'll do this one. There's a new show called Knife or Death, and it's a spin-off of Forged in Fire. I don't know what it's about. I don't know.
I can't believe that has a spin-off.
I haven't even seen a teaser or a trailer for it. I just saw that it exists, and it's a spin-off of Forged in Fire, which is maybe
crazy.
The greatest show. Yes. So I don't know what it is about, but it's called Knife or Death, which honestly is the most badass name.
It is a badass name. Honestly, when you said it, I thought it was the original show. I thought I just didn't remember the name of it.
Oh no, it's not a name you would need to know.
Cannot believe that has a spin-off. I'm shook. Shooketh.
You've had too much Miller High Life.
I've had too much Miller High Life, yes.
Alright, it's time to move on to our new favorite segment, Shit We Forgot. We almost forgot the beers and what we were drinking. But fear not, we did not.
We did not, no. But I did forget last episode to wish my mom a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Mother. I love you. And happy belated Mother's Day as well.
Oh, you're so nice. That was so funny. When I did that shout out to my mom near her birthday.
Son of a bitch.
I know, I got this angry text from Noah.
Because you did it like it was one of the like you recorded it after the fact and put it in, so I didn't know you did it. And then my mom called me up and was like, "Why didn't I get a happy birthday wish last year?" And like she brought that up, and I was like, "What are you even talking about?"
I don't think I did it last year.
No, I don't think you did it last year, but I was just so confused, and I was like, "What are you talking about?"
I mean, to be fair, I did have a little concern, like, what if his mom's birthday is also, like, today? Like, that could be bad. But
I'm glad you thought about that, yeah.
I figured there was a 1 in 365-day chance. Or maybe 364. I don't know how leap years work.
I don't either. They don't make sense to me.
I talked to someone today whose birthday was February 28th, and I was like, what happens? Is that leap day? I don't even know it. It's usually 28, or is it 29? It's always the 28th, right? There's a 29th some month, or is it the other?
Yeah, there's a 29th every once in a while.
Alright, never mind. Ignore that. I'll delete that.
Not a good moment. Not good for the brand.
Exactly. Okay. Our
but yeah, your birthday, brand. Mom. Yeah, our prestigious brand.
Alright, time for Fuck This Thing. Do you have one? I have one.
Yeah, I can go first.
Okay.
My Fuck This Thing is humidity, because it makes everything hotter than it is. Like, you look at the temperature and you're like, oh, it's gonna be 80 degrees today? That's not too bad. And then it's humid. And you're like, I want to die.
Yeah, I don't have to deal with that, so.
Yeah,
it's not my Fuck This Thing.
Thank you for bringing that up. That really helps everything.
I don't know, maybe carry a towel around with you at all times? I don't know how humidity works.
Honest might work. I have no idea.
You need like a controlled climate bubble.
It's 2018. Why don't we have that? Let's be honest.
I saw an ad today, or I wasn't like an ad, but it was like there's a new thing where you can wear this. It looks like one of those altitude masks that people wear like running and biking, but they call it like a privacy muzzle, where you can have conversations on the phone and people can't hear what you're saying.
It's kind of cool. Weird. Pointless. Very pointless. But so I guess cool.
I'm thinking of that, but combined with
your entire body.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, in temperature control. I'd buy that. I'd invest in that.
All right.
I feel like that'd be a thing like hoverboards, where like people would be like, I kind of just wanted to have it.
Good point. Yeah, I mean, by the way, by the time you're listening to this, we've already patented the idea.
Yeah, so don't even try.
Yeah. My Fuck This Thing. Let's see. My Fuck This Thing is I have this zit on the back of my ear from my glasses. It's right where my glasses sit. And it's a disaster.
Shit.
It's honestly ruined my entire week.
I bet. That's awful.
Yeah.
Because, like, you're constantly aware of it, aren't you? Especially right now. You're probably really aware of it right this second.
I know. My glasses are bothering me. You're probably really humid.
I actually got AC on, bitch.
I don't... There's no AC for the back of my ears. I don't even know if that would work. I don't know what the science behind that is.
That is awful. I'm trying to think of, like, the worst places where a zit would be. Like, on the lip is pretty bad, which actually happens to me more than it should, because I use chapstick constantly. Clogs the pores, you know?
I did not know.
It does.
Well,
yeah.
Educate us.
Well, because, like, Blistex, like, you know, it's chapstick, and when you put it on, it sinks into the pores, because it's kind of like the texture, you know, it covers the pores.
It covers the pores.
And that's what
Blistex... that makes sense.
Yeah. Also, an eyebrow zit is pretty bad for some reason.
I get those sometimes. They're weird. Like,
yeah.
I don't know what to do with them.
The lip one is probably the worst.
Because it affects your eating.
Yeah. It hurts for some reason.
Yeah. Alright, well, we should start wrapping this one up. So what do we have going on soon? We might have another NBA pod soon because of the finals and everything.
Oh, yeah.
So look out for that. Or maybe not if the Warriors don't make it, because Jake will cancel it. There's nothing major coming up, so we'll have new episodes all the time.
The drama summer, you know?
Exactly.
This is where we get paid the big bucks, because there's not much to talk about, so this is where our personalities gotta thrive.
Exactly. I couldn't agree more. This is what separates the professionals from the amateurs.
Anybody can talk about football or basketball or movie season, you know? But it's the people that can talk during the summer months that really separate themselves from the pack.
I mean, you're preaching to me here, and I couldn't agree more.
Are there other people listening? I have no idea.
Sometimes. Not every time.
Really only when Claire's on.
The Claire bump. Except that time she lost trivia and then we didn't get a Claire bump. So.
Yeah. That time you mean I won it trivia?
Well,
or do you mean the second time I won it?
It's a game of luck.
Or do you mean the second time I won at trivia?
Did you beat Taylor? What are you talking about? What was the second time? You lost the first time.
I beat Claire twice. Oh, I did. Fuck.
But the first time didn't count, so.
Yeah, the first time did not count, so I still won. And then Taylor got lucky.
It was a game of luck more than skill. Although, to be fair, when I asked how many lakes does the land of 10,000 lakes have, and you said 20, or whatever you said, that was a bad guess.
I can't believe that happened. Not a good moment. Not a good moment.
We have a lot of not a good moments.
This, honestly, I feel like this whole podcast is going to be used as blackmail against me at some point.
If we ever get popular enough, then yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
No doubt. Alright, well, until next episode, have a great week, everybody.
Have a good week.